Hello students, welcome to the class. I am Yogita. Our subject is CNET, Nursing Education for Nurses, and today we are going to learn about teaching. Now, in a simple meaning of teaching is you are helping someone to learn. That's all. See, I am helping you to learn. This is what called teaching. Now, this education has consists two components, teaching and learning. But this teaching is an important tool of a teacher. The teacher is teaching the material, subject, content to the student. Teacher help to impart the knowledge, ability, skills, performance to the student. Now, teacher is transferring, generating the knowledge information from one generation to another generation so that particular students can learn the skill and live a successful life in a society. Now, teacher is really essential and a teacher should have all the qualities so that teacher can teach in a better way. Now, the definition of teaching is defined, it's an art. Teaching is an art and science in which the content is structured and the processes used enable the students' learning. Now, definitely, the altogether meaning of teaching is which help the students to learn the things. That's all. Next is types of teaching or phases of teaching. Here we can mainly see the three phases of teaching: pre-active phase, interactive phase, post-active phase. In pre-active phase, teacher is making a preparation to take the class. She will prepare the lesson plan, she will prepare the content, she will decide what all the methods are used to teach the student. She will frame the general objective, specific objective, all the plan regarding her taking class is done in a pre-active phase. Interactive phase, here this is a phase where the teaching, this teaching learning is taking place. Teacher will come and give a lecture, take a class, inform the students. She help the students to understand the concepts. This teaching learning is taking place. The third phase is post-active phase. In post-active phase, teacher is trying to understand. Teacher is assessing how much the students is understood, whether they understood or not, making some evaluation in third phase just to check what is taught is understood exactly the same by the student or not. So these three phases are used in teaching: pre-active, interactive and post-active phase. Next is principles of teaching. The principle of teaching is principle of motivation. Now here the teacher should create a motivation in a student so that students are excited to learn the things. Students are motivated towards to achieve the goal. Teaching is individual. That means teacher must teach based on the individual quality of an individual. All the students are not same. Everybody's IQ, EQs are not same. So based on their level of understanding, teacher must teach. Teaching is stimulation. A teacher must give a stimulation to the student, a push, a boost, so that students are excited to learn. They are ready to learn the things, and they are stimulated by their own self-interest. They are showing to learn the things. The principle of use and disuse, that law has to be considered, because if you learn something and you're using that means it is memorized in your brain. You learn something but you're not making use of that, you're going to lose that. So that's the principle of teaching, principle of law of use and disuse. Next, principle of association. That means if possible you can bring 2-3 things together which is closely associated, then you can learn the things together. So this is called a principle of association. Then principle of law of readiness. Here individual must have that feeling ready to learn the things. They should have that eagerness to understand and learn the new things. Now that will improve your learning process. And teaching is goal setting. Now here teacher must set the goal for an individual. All the children are different. Their level, their capacity, their talent is not same. So keeping such aspects in mind, teacher must set the goal of that particular student. So teaching, it require that set such a goal where children is able to understand and they are able to achieve that. Then the law of effect. Now this is very important, law of effect. See, when you get a good outcome, then definitely you feel pleasured, you feel happy. But when your outcome is you don't find any success, you feel like distress and you're not interested to learn. So this law is really influence your teaching. Then principle of emotional development. Whenever any child has achieved something, you should praise the child, give a positive reward, a motivation to the child, so that will improve the self-esteem, self-confidence, hope in the child, so that they tend to do the same good things henceforth. That's what this is, emotional developmental principle. So this is a principle of teaching. It's followed with now stages of teaching. Now here we can mainly notice the three stages: pre-teaching, teaching learning activity, and post-teaching. Now the first stage is pre-teaching stage. Now here teacher is taking all the responsibility to prepare for the class, preparing for the lesson plan, preparing the environment, preparing the material, subject, or all the requirements are related to that subject is keeping ready. Teacher is planning what method she is using to teach the subject, how she will teach and where she will teach. It is decided with the teacher, whether she is using a classroom teaching, she is making a group discussion, or she is having a like experiments in the laboratories, or teaching with the help of hospitals, with the help of patients, bedside teaching. So this all planning is done by a teacher. Second is teaching learning process. This activity is carried out. Here teacher is delivering a teaching to the students using different methods. So the teacher is giving a knowledge, experience, attitude to the students, and learner is learning the things. He is asking doubts, asking questions, rectifying, clarifying their doubts, and enhancing their knowledge. The third stage is post-teaching stage. Now here teacher is trying to make the evaluation of their student. It's the evaluation of a class also, like whether the students is understood or not. They can take evaluation. She can use certain tools like asking questions, giving some exams, evaluating the students. That will help to understand whether the students is follow the class or not. So these are the important three stages of teaching. So let me summarize. We learned about teaching. The simple meaning of teaching is nothing but you're helping someone to learn the things. And the principle of teaching is principle of individual difference, principle of motivation, principle of stimulation, principle of association, principle of emotional development, principle of law of use and law of disuse, principle of law of readiness, principle of law of effect. So these are the principle of teaching. Then the phases of teaching is pre-active phase, interactive phase, post-active phase. Next is stages of teaching: pre-teaching stage, teaching learning activity stage, and a post-learning stage, post-teaching stage. So this is all about teaching. I hope you understood. So please keep watching so that you can learn many more concepts in future. So take care of yourself, and thank you all.